Whitetail Edge is brought to you by Mossy Oak, Black Widow Deer Lures, Novix Tree Stands, Prime Archery, and G5 Outdoors.
I got written permission to go kill Clyde now, so oh man, just the roller coaster, you know, the roller coaster of the permission game, the roller coaster of just hunting in general. That's just typically how it goes. So hopefully Clyde starts cooperating, starts breaking daylight, because that Novix is ready to roll. Well, I just got some pretty awful news. Clyde that I'm hunting came here to put a stand out, and I just called the landowner here. I don't actually hunt her property. I hunt this other neighboring property, but I kind of like park in front of her house, so I always try to, you know, keep in touch with her and let her know when I'm going to be here and stuff. Just, you know, common courtesy. And this deer, Clyde, is actually using her property. She doesn't even own really any woods. She just has a yard, basically. And Clyde is coming from and pretty much walking through her yard at some point, I'm pretty sure, and then coming into my area. Well, she just told me that she just gave permission to somebody to hunt, so sucks. Really, really sucks.
Yeah.
And she told me that, I mean, she doesn't have like a ton of woods or anything, so I didn't even bother or like think about it. But dude, she let someone in there to hunt. She gave him a permission slip and everything. And that's like right where Clyde's walking through.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. I mean, literally, dude, all she has is like a yard and her tree, and she owns like 6 trees across the road from her.
Right.
It's just, man, it's gonna make things like 100 times harder now. You know, I was going in there with like full confidence, and now I'm really doubting everything.
Well, I mean, just I don't know, man. Keep your head up. Something will work out. It'll work out. I just got some incredible news. I'm talking about this giant property that butts right into where I've been seeing Clyde. And it's a huge parcel for an urban property, 24 acres. I've been trying to get a hold of this guy forever, like over a year. I've been trying to get a hold of him. And right when I've just about given up hope on Clyde that I'm not going to be able to kill this deer, he answers and grants me permission. I am over the moon, man. I cannot believe that I just got permission. Persistence does pay off. I'm going to go out there this Sunday and see where I can set up a spot, man. This is incredible. My odds of killing Clyde just went up exponentially. All right, so I'm headed out to the new spot that I got, the new urban spot, the big one. Meet my buddy Mike out there. We're gonna go throw some cameras out there, and got another spot across the road from there that I can also hunt. So just trying to find Clyde, man. Still ain't seen him. He has not been on my cameras. We're, you know, in my existing spot, so I have no idea what this deer is doing right now. Obviously, we're less than a month out now.
Whitetail Edge is brought to you by Illusion Hunting Systems, Analogics, Blocker Outdoors, Deercast, Tenzing, and E-Bikes of Holmes County.
Did you get that? Alright, so I'm in my existing spot where I first got Clyde, and since I just picked up that big piece over here, me and Mike's in here, I'm going to pull these Spartans out of here, and just picked up 2 other properties. I'm going to put one of these Spartans on property A
take another Spartan, put it on property B. What do you think about it, Mike?
Sounds good. I think it's gonna definitely expand your opportunity here, and
This would have been killer though, wouldn't it? I mean,
oh yeah,
I've got my Novix right in this tree, as you guys saw when I hung it, and I tried to like block that off to where they weren't moving right there, right underneath me. I'm trying to like force them to come out here, give me a quartering away. Obviously I got the Black Widow mock scrape here, but this wasn't meant to be here. But I think the other spot, I think we've got a pretty good opportunity, so we'll get these Spartans out of here. So I'm just looking at my deer cast maps here. Just got boots on the ground in this new spot, and it's freaking killer, man. It's better than I expected. I like how like there's a good mixture of these pines in here. There's like this ridge in here that, you know, that's just awesome, man, the way it all lays out. So I'm just looking at my deer cast maps here, just trying to figure out how deep I am. I don't want to zoom out and just give away my location. I'm definitely not in Tennessee, but just trying to figure out the best spot to deploy a Spartan. I think I'm going to stay towards the front of the property. That way I'm not being super intrusive or anything. I can slip in and slip out. It's all east access, which is awesome because, you know, predominant west winds. I could get away with a good north wind probably. Just awesome. So I'm not gonna do like any crazy major scouting today. I'm just gonna get in here and just kind of figure at least a couple things out. And I'm already looking forward to next year in this place, and, you know, shed hunting and learning this property. But so far so good. I think I've got a really good chance of finding Clyde in here. So here it is, September 4th. We're 26 days out from season. Just moved the camera recently to that new spot, and tonight Clyde showed up. Daylight, hard horn, south wind, which means he walked right into the wind, and my spot that I originally proposed probably wouldn't work. Obviously things can change up until the opener. I'm just gonna have to keep a log and see what happens. I was just looking at deer cast and it said south wind, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm here where Clyde is. Gonna go ahead and get my stand hung, probably get a camera stand hung, get a mock scrape in, and all that biz. So we're gonna get busy here. Alright, so I just got this Novix on. Got my camo flex here behind me. Awesome stuff. Totally blocking my silhouette. I'm not very high off the ground, probably 15 foot. But you don't have to get high when you got excellent cover like I do. I fully anticipate Clyde coming from the left here. I'm going to put a mock scrape about 25 yards that way. And get out of here. I've been in here way too long. So I love this. This is an awesome setup. This is probably one of my favorite stands I've hung in a while. I feel really confident right here. I've also got a bunch of natural concealment here, pine branches, just a lot of sticks and limbs, and it's gonna be awesome. Alrighty, I am on my way to Mike's. Just got out of the shower, got all cleaned up, all the stuff's packed up. It feels amazing out, blue skies, high pressure. It's here, let's go. I got really high hopes that Clyde's gonna show up tonight. Been kind of nervous, got this pit in my stomach, but Lord willing, I can put a mega meat in him and close this chapter on an awesome buck. It'd be such a blessing to get this deer. So Lord willing, go out there and have some fun with my buddy Mike. It's awesome that he's going to be there. I've been self-filming so much
the past couple years that when I am successful, when I go to turn around and high five, no one's there. So it's gonna be pretty awesome having a buddy in here. And typically those moments when you're successful and you got a buddy with you, man, it becomes like easily the most memorable, one of the most memorable hunts of your lives. So really looking forward to it. Let's go. You need help washing your back or anything with Faze? Well, night number 1, and he was a no-show. Every deer I've had pictures of showed up tonight except for Clyde. Not what I was expecting, but nonetheless, we got out opening day, and it was fun to get out in the woods and sit with my buddy Mike. Tomorrow's another day. Looks like northeast winds again, higher pressure than even yesterday, or even today, sorry. And so I'm gonna give it a shot. It's supposed to be a couple degrees warmer, which isn't cool, but after that, like Monday through Thursday, it's gonna be pretty warm, so I'm probably just gonna stay out. But then that following weekend, huge cold front, massive cold front, so I think it's gonna be good, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll take you guys along.
Well, I had tangled at like 30 yards, really hoping that Clyde was with him, but tangled looked up at something over here to the west and took off. And some homeless guy came strolling through, man. Stinks, dang it. And then, to make matters worse, he just walked right through the sanctuary. It's urban hunting at its finest, I guess. Whitetail Edge is brought to you by Redneck Blinds, HHA Sports, NFP Insurance, Miller's Gun and Supply, and Deer Grow. Whitetail Edge is brought to you by these other fine partners.
So I was just in here freshening up some Spartans with new batteries before this cold front. My stand's about 40 yards that way, and I just came across this vine. It's got a fresh scrape here, and so I'm going to put some branch butter in this, freshen it up, and I'll be making a move tomorrow. So a lot of deer do come from that top right there, so I don't know, it's kind of on the way. There's a trail right here, so I don't know for sure where Clyde's gonna come from. There's a good trail that way, and a lot of deer come from that direction too, so I don't know, just gonna freshen this up and see what happens. All right, guys, October 7th, 54 degrees. We got wind coming out of the west, northwest right now, which is good. Clyde was in there at 1 o'clock this morning and then came back and was in there till like 4 o'clock. Have no idea where he's bedded right now, which makes me a little bit uneasy. However, just got to be in there right now, man. I just feel like he's gonna make me log hours in the Novix. And that's all right. If that's what I have to do, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I'm in. I didn't booger anything as far as I know getting in, so that's awesome. I'm just gonna keep this interview short and sit down. Deer cast says good. My wind is perfect. And it's time. Let's go. Was a little lower and a little far back than I wanted, but I literally see him right now laying down. And that exit wound looked horrific. I mean, he just had stuff. Sorry, this camera keeps tilting. The exit wound is devastating. Thank goodness I'm shooting a mega meat. I literally see him laying down right now, and he's actively dying. I just gotta give him some time here. Oh my goodness, he is a giant. Wow, he is big. Alright, so I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna get out. My arrow's right there. I am gonna sneak up and grab my arrow. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm probably gonna go back home. I'm gonna get Zach, my brother, after he's done hunting, and got my buddy Caleb with his thermal drone, and probably definitely going to utilize that. I could see Clyde. He went probably 80 yards, stood there, exit wound, I could see it. It was devastating. Pretty sure I got liver on the entry. So anyway, he ran out about 80 yards, stood there for a while, and then he laid down. And looked like he was like actively dying right there. But Tangled, that 4.5-year-old, came up, and I saw it all happen through the vortex, and came up and bumped him, and he like struggled getting up, and he kind of ran a little bit, but I don't think he could have gone far. So I looked at deer cast track, stomach, liver, you know, somewhere around in there. But the best thing to do now is get out. As hard as that is, I want to go put my hands on him. He probably isn't dead, and it's probably going to take him a little bit for him to expire. So get all my stuff and get out of here.
All right, so I just got home here and put it in the laptop and really slowed it down. And here's the shot. Now there's my entry right here. Got a clean pass through. I pulled up deer cast track here, and let me zoom in here on it. As you can see, I moved my cursor where I thought the shot was, and it's showing stomach. And with that, mega meat, obviously big hole. Very good chance that I clipped maybe the bottom of that liver on the entry. Definitely exited out guts. What I love about deer cast track is it has all of these real-time examples of where other people have hit a deer similar. Tracker John, Mark Jury, Terry Jury, they all give their insight of what they think you should do. So it's like having Mark and Terry, Tracker John, all these guys in your phone, and you sending them the video and them giving you feedback. From what I'm gathering, if there is a possibility that I hit the liver, 8-9 hours of waiting. If I didn't, then I need to wait 15-16 hours, which I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to wait till morning. But there's also the pyloric, I believe it's pronounced, artery that runs right around here as well. I could have clipped that. It's hard to say. The arrow definitely had dark blood on it, which indicates liver. But it also smelled like guts, which was to be expected. And I didn't go any further than my arrow, but right there at where it happened, there was definitely like a lot of watery blood. All right, guys, well, it is 8 o'clock in the morning. Got the cavalry here with me, got my brother here behind the camera, my nephew Connor, Gunner. I got Saint back here, got my boys. We're gonna go see if we can find Clyde. So fingers crossed, and Lord willing, I can put my hands on. So here we are this morning. Caleb was kind enough to meet me out here with aerial image and recovery out of Morrow County, Ohio, and he's gonna put this thermal drone up in the air. And this is such an awesome resource that's available to us. Like, we need to use this because this is foolproof. Me and Caleb have talked in length about this, and this versus a hound, which hounds are awesome. And Caleb's not against hounds, but this is like, you get up in the air and picking up a thermal image, and this could keep me from either recovering my deer or not. And if he can fly this over, figure out where Clyde's laying, and we find out he's dead, then it's safe for me and this giant crew to go in there and get my hands on him. So Caleb's gonna put this thing in the air, and we're gonna see if we can find Clyde.
Got Caleb still scanning the area.
No dice yet.
This is so cool, guys, if y'all never seen this.
So. Oh!
Bingo.
Dude, he circled right back towards my tree stand. That
right
shot's not
there.
as far back as I thought it was. I'm ready to go get my hands on him. You gonna go with us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Here we go. Say what's up, boys. This is so awesome having my boys here with me.
What a stud, man.
Dang. Dude, he's got way more mass than I thought. Holy crap. Well, this is Wide Clyde. Pretty easy to tell how I got this deer's name. He's just super wide. This deer exceeded my expectations, man. He's got way more mass than I thought. Giant frame deer. Shot wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Huge entry, gigantic exit. Thank goodness for the mega meat. From the last time I saw him, he only went 20 yards and he just couldn't take it. Giant buck. I don't know what he's gonna score. I don't really care, but this is definitely my biggest framed whitetail to date. Just a giant typical. I couldn't be more pumped, man. I got my brother here. I got my boys with me, and I couldn't be happier. Come in here, Saint and Gunner. What do you guys think? Come check them out. Pretty awesome, isn't he? Hold him up there. Hey. It's awesome, isn't it? I'm glad you guys are here. Look at his rack, man. It's freaking huge. All right, so here I am at my taxidermist, Greg Kurz with Kerr Taxidermy out of Centerburg, Ohio. Greg does an awesome job, but before I drop this deer head off to him, I'm gonna scan it with the Classic Racks app. What this app does is it digitally stores my deer antlers just in case of an accident. I experienced a house fire a couple years ago, so this is great insurance to have in my rack. So Classic Racks, check them out.
Thank you for watching this episode of Whitetail Edge. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified when our next video drops. For more Whitetail Edge content, tune into the Whitetail Edge podcast on Apple and Spotify, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram.